As we go through life, we hear dumb things, right? We hear idiotic, stupid things from people we know. People who are celebrities, people who are politicians, whoever, right? And increasingly, probably in the last 15, 15 to 16, 17 years, the advent of social media, we continue to keep hearing the most dumbest things ever to be said in human life. Now, when it comes to this channel, when we talk about sports, I cover some of the dumb things that some people say within the realm of the NBA. And just last week, Anthony Edwards probably said one of the most heinous, idiotic statements any NBA player can possibly say, and saying that there was no skilled players back then when Jordan played. And that pretty much pissed off, we don't know yet, but I know it pissed off some of the older players when they heard that. I know it got Isaiah Thomas, which I will speak about in a different video because he also said something stupid too, but there was reasons for that. But it got Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons great, in a tizzy, which he should have been in a tizzy because as much as I don't like Isaiah Thomas, I still recognize his greatness. But what Anthony Edwards said was utterly stupid, and it got to the ears of one Magic Johnson. And we all know Magic Johnson. Most consider him to be the GOAT point guard. In front of that light skinner that plays in the San Francisco Bay Area. But Magic Johnson got word. Well, let me start off with what originally Anthony Edwards said for you guys who don't know, who didn't hear, and a little reminder. And this is what he said in an interview to the Wall Street Journal. I didn't watch it back in the day, so I can't speak on it. They say it was tougher back then than it is now, but I don't think anyone had skill back then. Michael Jordan was the only one that really had skill, you know what I mean? So that's why when they saw Kobe Bryant, they were like, oh my God. But now, everybody has skill, which is probably one of the most idiotic statements any NBA player can make. You're supposed to be the student of the game. I know he was born in August something 2001, but still, you must be a student of the game, especially if you're playing at the highest level in the NBA. See, me, when I first started my NBA journey, started watching the NBA, I learned about the players of the past and how great they was. I even went back to old videos, the ones that I possibly can watch. You know what? Even before the advent of the internet, there was NBA TV who played the hardware classics. So you had a chance to see that. That's if you had cable and satellite back then. I know some people weren't fortunate to have that. But that's why I saw some of these guys actually play. Because I used to be like Anthony Edwards and these other kids out here talking about, oh, the players from the past, they're not as good as the players from now. Until you actually go back and watch it, and also you get context of what was going on back then, the rules, the atmosphere, what was privileged to them back then and what was not privileged to them, and what is privileged to the players now, then I start to understand. See, the Lestans, they don't understand nothing because they don't know how to do research to go back in the day. That's why they say the most idiotic things. But going back to Magic Johnson and what he had to say, which I am about to say in a minute, he has to say once he got wind of what Anthony Edwards said. Oh my goodness. Here we are. And this is what Magic Johnson said to No Leash TV. I don't ever respond to a guy that never won a championship. He didn't win a college championship. No, he didn't. Not at the University of Jersey, he didn't. Go on. I don't know if he ever won a high school championship. So that was his dig towards Anthony Edwards. And from my little research I did, Anthony Edwards didn't win a I think it's a triple A Georgia championship, high school championship at his high school, his junior year in high school, of course. And he went back his senior year in high school, but they lost. So he has won something like that, but nothing in college and high school. See, what Anthony Edwards should have said, instead of saying the dumb thing that he said, was, you know what? I'm young. I was born in 2001. My favorite player is KD, Kevin Durant. So I didn't really watch too much of the players from the 90s and 80s, maybe with the exception of Jordan. But maybe one of these days I'll study and watch their game on YouTube or somewhere else where I can watch them and learn about the game. That's what he should have said. Not the dumb stuff he said, because now you enable some of these people that think everyone before 2000 or even the 1980s or 90s was a bunch of plumbers, like JJ Redick said. And everybody ran with that. And lucky Bob Cousy came out of whatever he was retiring at and said something. At the time, I ain't know Bob Cousy was still around. Some of these players, I forget they are still around, like Bob Pettit and Bob Cousy. I forget they still around. But anyways, disrespectful, man. Disrespect earns disrespect. Magic Johnson is considered, at the time, after his retirement, I should say, the top 50th greatest player to ever played the game, and now he's part of that top 75 list. Magic won 5 championships, multiple MVPs, multiple finals MVPs, 12-time All-Star, led in steals 3 times, led in assists, won a championship his rookie year, starting at center when Kareem got hurt. It's like, what are we doing? And he's not the only one that got disrespected. Like I said, Isaiah Thomas, Kareem, James Worthy, Larry Bird. The list goes on. The great players that had skill. And some of these players that they constantly disrespect on a daily basis on FS1 and ESPN, some of these dudes have more skill and have more deep-rooted fundamentals. They got more fundamentals than these guys do today. Yes, these guys may be a little bit more athletic, but fundamentally wise, no. Hell no, these guys ain't like that. So get out of here with that. But anyways, Anthony Edwards is wrong. And I hope he stops saying dumb stuff. I'm starting to like this kid. But he's going to get on my SHIT list if he keeps saying goofy stuff like this. That's if they even let him be the face of the league. Don't let him get caught with anything. Sorry. But anyways, and for you little stands that keep coming to my channel, keep doing it. Because I like seeing how you guys put all those damn novelettas and all these essays and stories into my comment section, just blabbing on about stuff that nobody really cares about incoherently, and really not even talking about basketball, just talking about how rich your king is, but in reality he's still richer than you. How some of us are going to end up in the unemployment line once LeBron retires, even though most of us have well-paying jobs, unlike y'all. Keep doing that. It's hilarious, actually. I just laugh because they think they know. These guys think they know you, but they don't know you. They think you're. I got one couple days ago talking about, oh, you're a product of a single parent. No, I'm not, buddy. Parents live in SoCal. No, I'm not. Actually. Don't put your life experiences on me. Because you got no daddy. They didn't raise you because your daddy left with the milk and never came back. Sorry. I can't help you. But anyways.